Then be trying out another horror game that I actually forgot about, and then looked into again, and I was like, "Oh right, that game." I'm definitely going for Old Scots English. I love the idea of playing in that style and having to actually understand the culture. Well, the religious zealotry I can handle. I'm not sure about the torturer. I guess we'll see. I already love the presentation and the stop motion style. Got under control. Well, if there is a witch lurking around, maybe check the woods. Assuming there isn't. Oh, hey. Are you okay? I wish there were other dialogue options besides that, but okay. Very good to excellent presentation so far. I'm really digging it. Okay, Rain of Stones. Hello, Michael Busen. Or Busen. Hello. Hello. I'm most curious about the church right now, so let's see. A little dark in here. A little dark in here, preacher. You're looking a little dour for wares. Like you've been through quite a lot. What's your story? Well, I should at the very least double check on Father here and then get to these other abodes. I don't want to implicate anyone else. I'll say I exclude none from my search for now. I doubt that. Okay. One more time. Lot of dead sheep. Seemingly dead sheep. Wolf familiar. Kind of true. True, that was a rather obvious question. Music's great. Why do you have that on? Jaw fall loose. Oh. Oof. Speak with her one more time real quick. I don't really want to torture anyone, to be frank. I would prefer to just obtain information by talking it out. Really don't feel like doing that. Real quick, I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to read over that, but I'm going to take a moment to check on Twitch chat real quick. just going in circles at this point. How you doing? Yeah, yeah. Okay, alright. What is this nature of your affection? Affliction, I mean. Yeah. Obey what I hear my father in the same way. Head to toe and hair, he. Time is not progressing. Don't tell me the game's gonna actively force me to start torturing. In spite of me yapping to the familiars. I don't really believe you at this point. If anything, the closest culprit I can see right now would be the head priest. On top of that, just because the sheep are dead does not mean anything was sent after you. That could just be you. Assuming any of this is real and these people aren't just paranoid as hell. Which is also a given. I think the game might... Is there a way to speed up time? I really don't want to have to torture anyone. I'd rather not. But the fence is fine. No doubt she left the gate open. She claims you sent a wolf to her door. Okay. Oh no, I think the only way to progress time now is to... Oh no. I don't know if there's another way. I'm trying everything I can. Okay, one more time. There's one more dialogue option I can comb through before I know for sure. Have you done work for the shepherd? Only with her man. Until he left. 'Twas peas in a pod, that lot. He stows me a Bobby and all. Okay. Yep, the game has now gotten to a point where time is not progressing by talking to people, which means torture is the only option left. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Okay. I think the shepherd and the blacksmith are in a bit of a personal spat, blaming each other. The old lady in the woods could potentially be up to no good, assuming there's actual fantastical elements, and maybe she's just trying to wind everyone up and like cursing people from the woods. But I don't know about that. The lady at the Ring of Stains seems fine. I haven't seen anything to indicate any type of actual hostility yet, or any type of like falsehoods. The guy fishing, I would prefer not to torture just because he's already afflicted with condition. I definitely don't want to torture the blacksmith because he's already been through a lot with his jaw issue. I don't feel like torturing the shepherd. This guy, on the other hand, I don't want to do this at all, quite frankly. But this dude is actively going out of his way to be holier than thou and is casting asparaging evil toward everyone else. Like, everyone else is evil, you know, or everyone else is a problem. Just shit-talking others constantly. So, if the game is going to absolutely... And then he's using his status, which I really don't like. I do not like the whole... Oh, I'm going to use my status to bully everyone and don't question me. And it's like, no. Your little thing you got going on here is not the bigger picture. So I'm not too keen on that. I'm not too keen on him throwing around his weight like this to verbally mistreat others and then cast accusations on everyone else. And so, if the game's absolutely gonna force me to, I guess it's gotta be you, buddy. Had to step away for a moment to speak with someone. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me check this terminology again real quick. I've seen that term before. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay. That can be placed onto any of the accused fingers. Ooh. Left click to wind up. Left click again with maximum strength. Oh. Oh. No. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Give me a minute. This is about a good enough time as any to check chat, I guess. I'd rather do that at the moment. Okay, one moment. Part of it is I'm stalling. The other part of it is I had to step away for a second to deal with something. Oh, let's get this over with. Oof. At any point, can we just... Are we done? Oh, the game's gonna make me. Okay. Oh. Hmm. I'm gonna try to not prick in specific areas, like not around the spine. Oh, God. Because the game's not going to let me back out of this. Like, if I back out, it's just right back to the same process, but with a different method. I doubt that, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Is the game gonna make me pick someone else? I already talked about this. The game is gonna make me do 2 for a night. Okay, well, I would prefer if I've got no choice besides quitting the game. If I've got no choice, because she's all like talking about casting curses on people, and it's just being kind of nasty in general. I would really not have to worry about people who are not giving me any significant issues. Is there any way I can talk my way out of that? Curse on that priest. Shit. Oof. In the river and watch as the release to bring them back up. 3. Oh. See, though, is she just saying that and admitting to it because she wants the torture to stop, or is she being honest? it's raining. Well, at least there's that. Real quick, I need an excuse to check chat to avoid that second option. Hold on one moment. Okay. Alright, sorry about the delay, just had to deal with something. Any new dialogue with you? See, though, one person already admitted to it. Allegedly, unless, you know, they just buckled under pressure. The priest is talking about Azrael, so that's not too priestly. Do I have to go through the entire village doing this? Because I did see a vision of her, but Oh no, God. Okay. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. Jesus Christ. Oh, 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 oh. How are you still talking? I didn't even mean to... Okay. Like, did it come off? Because if it came off from what I saw, like, there's no way he's even talking right now. I don't even think I can get information out of him. He's still shit talking. You're still calling everyone else filth. Jesus. Have some humility, God. And I still have time. Okay. Well... See, you're the only person right now throwing around really, really dangerous accusations, especially to a man whose jaw has been dislodged. Well, if it's gotta be someone, this will be the person throwing shade. Let's get it over with. Technically, he'd be a warlock, not a witch, but okay. Potato, potato. Will the game... If... Hold on. Oh no. Not this again. Just get it over with. We're just kind of going in circles now. I don't even know if there's any more dialogue options left. I mean, I wish there were more. Do you have anything new to say? No. Gotta loop back around to this. Dude, I already... Okay. Okay, but... I'm sorry, excuse me, you've seen to that? Are we not capable of convicting, like, right now? Again, oh my god, again with this. I have not. I would imagine you wouldn't have more to say to me, considering how much. Oh, never mind. I don't think there's anything else I can get him to say. And then he just admitted. This is day 5. I mean, at this point, it's either one of them, multiple ones, or it's all just hogwash. But, okay, so the fisherman, not at all, I would assume any type of like guilt over any malignant actions. The blacksmith, regardless of like what those visions show, I don't think the blacksmith is in on anything either, and I don't want to convict the dude who has a health condition who seems perfectly fine. I don't want to convict the blacksmith because he hasn't said any or done anything to indicate any type of guilt over anything. And on top of that, he's already got a messed up jaw. Yeah, the lady at the stones, no. Definitely not the shepherd. If it's got to be someone, if regardless of whether there's a witch or not, if it has to be someone I have to convict, it's going to have to be the priest, because the priest just openly admitted, oh yeah, I made sure, admits he slept with a woman, he lusted after her, he tried to throw shade on, and just disgusting accusations left, right, and center to throw everyone off of the scent of his blasphemy or his misdeeds towards others. And then he's like, oh, I made sure that young lover isn't going to come back. I buried his skull out, near a tree. So he's basically admitting to murder. He's claiming to admit to murder. So if I don't have enough evidence to convict off of, and I have to have someone, if there's no other choice, it's got to be him. Because of just the foulest shit that he is professing to do. It's got to be him. And I also am not too keen on the idea of him getting away with it, even though he's an authority, especially because he's an authority figure. Because assuming any of that's even true, that he's admitting to, compared to everyone else, that would make him the one person I could not trust to stay in this village without potentially harming anyone else. So if it's got to be someone, it's going to have to be him. Yep. Father Usby, I sentence you to hang. Rather abrupt ending. Very nonchalant. No. We can just skip. I've already seen this. Okay, and then I guess from here it's just back out of the game. Really interesting experience. Excellent art direction. Solid sound direction. Good music. I do think mechanically, though, it gets a little repetitive. And it gets a little ridiculous having to go back over all of these like sequences over and over again. especially with the tongue one, because that's exceptionally ridiculous how you can keep doing that over and over again. Someone could lose their tongue, but somehow they're still talking. It feels like, in some ways, the game is very much trying to convey the brutality of what is needed, but at the same time, I think the game could have used a few more options, especially in terms of like being able to deduce via talking more so than forcing the player to be required to commit to the torture acts. I feel as though that could have allowed the player to branch out and experiment more with what they could do to progress time and gather information on who they wanted to convict. So I feel like despite all of its merits, there's also just some downsides and limitations and a bit of repetitiveness to the entire thing. But it is an interesting experience. It was certainly an interesting experience, despite the brutality. But for now, I think I am done with that, and I'm gonna go. So take care for now.